100 lucky kids aged 7 to 13 will get to experience some high-caliber on-ice training while developing their hockey skills this weekend, all free of charge. The Edmonton Oilers are holding their hockey clinic in Bonnyville, and it kicked off last night with a barbecue featuring some special guests. Oilers star Ryan Nugent-Hopkins was the main attraction, and he was busy as everyone seemed to want a piece of number 93.
It's awesome. We don't get a chance to see these small towns just outside Edmonton too often, so getting an opportunity like this is definitely rare and it's nice.
The 21-year-old participated in similar clinics growing up and feels they're vital in the development of young hockey players.
I think it's really important as a young guy to include yourself in that and try to improve your skills and just kind of learn from people who are older than you.
Former Oiler and current Sportsnet color commentator Louis DeBrusque was the other celebrity guest. He was thrilled to see such passion from Oilers fans of all ages.
That to me is the greatest sign that you have diehard true fans here in these communities. When you see the families from grandfather down to grandson or daughter that are fans of the Oilers. So there's a lot of that.
And there was another treat in store for Bonnyville residents as the Oilers Community Foundation made a $5,000 donation to the local kids sport chapter.
Northern Alberta's huge supporters of the Oilers, and it's nice to see them support local communities like Bonnyville.
The money will go a long way in helping low-income families put their kids in the sport they love.
We cover the cost of sport registration fees for families who do have those financial barriers, so it's going to help out a whole heck of a lot of kids.
The clinic runs all weekend long with on-ice sessions and training. And new this year, the Oilers will actually be holding 2 clinics in northern communities. It's in Bonnyville this weekend and in Fort McMurray next weekend. Well, the Wheatland Xtreme opened up the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League schedule this afternoon, and they were in for a tough test right off the bat as they welcomed the Fort Saskatchewan Rebels to the Kit Scotty Arena. We'll pick it up in the second. Rebels leading 7-3 when Brendan Russell lets the shot go. The goalie gets a piece of it, but it still ends up in the net, and it's a 7-4 game. But Fort Saskatchewan gets that one back just 2 minutes later. Captain Jared Smith sends it out front for Joel Kellogg in the slot. He wires it by Tyven Stewart for his 4th of 5 in the game. Now just 7 seconds later, right off the face-off, Colton Peterson sends in Reese Potter, and he makes no mistake on this one. The Rebels' lead is now 9-5. So we'll skip to the third period, 10-5 for the visitors when the Xtreme respond. Terex Fisher-Cobes picks up the loose ball and tickles the twine. The man with the great name makes it 10-6. Now midway through the final frame, another Wheatland goal. Brendan Russell with a great individual effort. He ends up in all alone and buries it. The lead is just 3, but unfortunately it was all Rebels the rest of the way as they add a few more for the 13-7 win. Now remember, it was the Xtreme's first game with a whole whack of new players and a new coach, so there was a bit of a feeling out process. Both players and coaches said there was some good signs later in the game, and they know what they need to work on moving forward.
To start was a little rough, a little shaky, first game jitters, but coming into it, I realized quickly in first intermission what I had to do, how I had to play. There was still a couple in the second 2 periods I wish I would have had, but that's the way it goes, I guess.
We started to get the structure there by the second and third. The first period was a little rough. It wasn't as structured as I would have liked, but it came along in the second and third, and it's starting to come together. Hopefully tomorrow we really solidify it.
The first year in Tier 1 has been a successful one for the Lloydminster Red Dogs. The Canines went undefeated during the regular season, and today they opened up the playoffs versus Battle River. A win, and Lloydminster is through to the championship game. And the Dogs will be playing for all the marbles after a 36-14 win. Quarterback Carl Teledetsky had a huge game, throwing for a pair of touchdowns and running in another, while Zach Desiatnik continues to tear up the turf as he also added another touchdown to his collection. The Colored Canines will play for the Midget Tier 1 title next weekend in Edmonton.